will take part. Consequently, while inside the thresholds of this great institution, the cadets must endure the harsh training. They will be guided by societal connections, in addition on the choice of discipline that will improve their abilities and awareness, which is the requirement as future officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Since the beginning of PMA in 1898, it has produced graduates who dedicated their lives in the service to our country. The Academy has remained steadfast to its mission to instruct, train, and develop the cadets, so that each graduate shall possess the character, the broad and basic military skills and education essential to a successful pursuit of a progressive military career. As a value-centered leader in selfless service to the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the nation. Honor and integrity enables us to live in the patterns of our creed, the true, the noble, and the high. Deciphering right before you now are the famous letters. P, M, and A. The drillers bring to life the letters through a series of manual R's, starting with P, then M, then A. The drillers acknowledge honor and stand by the responsibility that comes with it, as they execute the duty to the Philippine Military Academy.
There are three words generally embedded in the heart of each cadet. Three words that can chances to protect against impurity and destruction. Words neither passive nor worthless intellections. They are not even simply words. They are the guiding light that lights its path of achievement and honor. As cadets travel across the land of deception to reach the goal of his ambitions, they create the balance of equals for the scale of one is demeanor. His harmony of vital qualities is the basic support of cadet's character. C, I, and L. Courage, integrity, and loyalty. Each concurrence with the other two performs as a moral stronghold, defends the mind of each cadet against the corrupting influences of the world. Various ways are prearranged for a cadet to live in the academy. Hence, graduating is the most demanding. This is a knowledge which we must possess even before entering the academy. Accurate to its every term, we realize that boundless sacrifices and adversities are necessities to reach our definitive aim. Nonetheless, a commendable source is worth the best we have. Soldiers as we are, we accept accountability to bring, characters to seal, opportunities to live up, and legacies to continue for our beloved country and for the future generations. This is represented by a triangle formation, also known as the VIX, symbolizing the rank of lieutenant, the role we accept as we proceed to a new life after graduating here in the academy.
The standard of perfection that the Academy promotes upon each cadet refers to the quality of officers the Philippine Military Academy produces. As such, the fundamental objective of the Academy is to develop the values and character of each cadet, for us to become men and women standing upright as the noble dwellers of this institution. This perfection is displayed as we dedicate our lives in the service of the country. Such is the message that lies behind the concentric circles, defining the hearts and souls of each cadet. We are bound with relentless pressure, and yet we develop a sense of integrity among us. Watch them as they move outwards to show you the planting of rifles. Here, the cadets raise their rifles high enough for planting, just in time for the next one to pick it up. Attention and alertness is needed to keep the momentum going. Now, the cadets are marching to the other side, preparing their rifles again for planting. Keeping their pace, they pay attention to the details of their actions. Moving and turning outwards. The drillers will now show you another tricky drill. The passing of rifles. This exhibition symbolizes the sharing and helping among the cadets. Every cadet is out to reach the hand of those in need. Cooperation and coordination is the key to aesthetic result. The drillers will now show you an exhibition that shows the ability of the cadets to fire while being concealed to their natural surroundings. Now, watch them as they perform the throwing of rifles. This exhibition coordinates the cadets' ability to be attentive in various activities. A single mistake could destroy the whole performance. A second delay could cause injury to the next person, which simply means that we are like chains, embodied as one. Each link plays a vital role in the long range of service in our institution. With all those countless drills and parades, endless compliances and routing academics, one could see the joyful pride swelling in our hearts. The ever-brilliant sun, as the shining celestial body around the earth, has served as a bright beacon of our land. Such is the role of a servant leader, to be the guiding light for us, the future, as a catalyst of change. Our role as cadets is to let ourselves be molded through the bright sunshine of education given by the Academy. As mandated by our Constitution, the Armed Forces of the Philippines serves as the only yet brilliant shield of the citizens and the state. Its function is to support the dominion of the space and the veracity of our national territory. The prerequisite is what the cadets are trained for: the responsibility to dole out and stimulate the people's mind with integrity and nationalism. The drillers, as young members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, aims to win the heart of the Filipino people as they try to form the letters A, F, and P. The culmination of years in the military institution, where measured and regulated existence is to strictly followed, prepares the cadet to a future testing in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The company now gives its salute to the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Eventually, these cadets will become officers, and what they have learned and trained to do will now be applied to the service of the Filipino people. This is our commitment to you, who give us a bright future and a chance for a change for this land.
People do not remember days. We remember moments. Every moment is precious to those who know the value of time. The irony of time is that it is free for everyone. But at the same time, it is priceless. One cannot own time, but one could use it. One cannot keep it, but he could spend it. And once you have lost time, you can never get it back. This is what makes time valuable. Time is a very important aspect of a cadet's life. Here in the academy, time never seems to be enough. From the first bugle at dawn to the last note of the trumpet at night, everything seems to be constrained and bounded by time. Not being on time can result in different consequences. A minute or two of delay may affect not only the cadet, but the corps in general. That is why here in the academy, every second counts. As cadets, this teaches us that time really matters. Thus, we are taught the virtue of punctuality as a genuine trait of true gentlemen and ladies, keeping in mind that all our actions are interconnected. A cadet being on time shows a sense of responsibility and respect for other people's time. We are now part of a group of people who live around the clock, by the clock, and with the clock. Now, watch the cadets as they move in oneness by the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could check your time. It's now 17 minutes past the hour of 11.
Of all our being, there is a soul component that silently works and provides our existence. Disregarding its size, what is essential is, it provides and connects itself to each part of our system to sustain life. A person's heart is not only a size of a fist, and a muscle that pumps blood and nourishment. It is also the core of our feelings, sentiments, and passions. May not be identified by our bare eyes, but it is what defines us. The cadets may not be identified as warm and loving persons, but behind our appearance, we are the ones who avoid our own comfort and personal advancement at the expense of others. Deep within the heart of every cadet lays his or her ideals and aspirations. In addition, as cadets, it is our hearts where everyone can see the true significance of courage, integrity, and loyalty. As you can see now, this org is composed of the members of representatives from the PMA selected class of 2017. With an ever-blazing heart to serve, the nation. To our visitor, this heart is for you.
God, country, and people. These are the things that we're looking for. These are the things that give us strength and inspiration to undergo a life of hardships and sacrifices. We wait for that day when we are finally ready to make our contributions guardians of the peace war to protect. This cross symbolizes the faith of the cadets. God is above all. Our profession demands that we lay our destiny in the hands of the highest commander of all. To give our wholehearted trust of Him, who guides our path as we continue to fulfill the mission He has given us.
Cadets are pictured as stiff, unfeeling individuals who are not familiar with the word love. However, nothing can be farther from the truth. In reality, cadets are sensitive individuals who need and want love. Your letters, emails, phone calls, visits, and text messages give us the strength and inspiration to go on performing the demanding duties of a cadet. As long as we know that the love you give to us will remain forever true. The drillers forming the words, I love you. We give our love to you, our dearest ones, who make our life more comfortable to live. To our visitors, we Love, you.
Sa niyo, sa galangay lakas ng buhay, na alay para sa kalayaan ng inang bayan. This is our class name. It is what we stand for. From the different sectors of the society, originated from our own genesis, inspired by discernments and philosophies, we have derived and organized, united as one. One that has been established through advanced training as the future leaders of the nation. By adversities and difficulties, we remain resilient to the various obscurity, through cooperation, confidence, and determination. Enlightened in modesty and equality, guided to propel our class to compete and excel. This is confirmed by the next formation. A heart enclosing our class numeric. 1 and 7, 2017. With the blessings of our Almighty God, we continue to improve and maintain brilliance that is divided to serve leaders of selfless service to God and country. Holding the roadmap of the Academy, we remain motivated to continually aim to the unsurpassed, remembered for our light of our accomplishments and excellence. For the years to come, our class will be part of the heritage of this gallant institution that has made excellence as a way of life. Like lightning and thunder, which are two inseparable things, courage, integrity, and loyalty. These words can make us united for our class. It is essential to our kind. This is our contribution to the sovereignty of our state and the liberty of the Filipino people. We are indeed the living legacy of what is known as the global protectors of the land.
Going back to the heart, the military profession has never changed our heart. Not that it made us stiff, not that we become unfeeling, and most of all, not that we become unloving. Instead, we gain greater love. Love that we cannot compare, for our family, our friends, to every Filipino citizens, to our alma mater, and most of all, to our motherland. In the heart of every cadet is a person who appreciates music. Each one of us has their own talent, be it in singing, acting, or dancing. Music soothes our souls. It gives smiles and laughter, and picks us up whenever we feel tired and lonely. With the noise of our rifles, the heavy thumps and thuds of our drums, one cannot possibly imagine how we can find and retain the melodies in our hearts. Unknown to many, we treasure, cultivate, and celebrate camaraderie with one passion that gives life to the Academy, be it at twilight or dawn. The 100 Night Show every December, and the morning serenades are exclusive manifest of cadets' romantic and poetic souls. The note in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, signifies the role of music in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the hardest part of the drill.
So when the beat, start to get like
Cute ni Lady talaga. Medyo chubby-chubby na yun. Mas
Watch me, nene. Okay. Watch me, nene. Well, watch me, nene.
yung mga kadets na pwede ba na kaya
Meron lang sila.
traditional
Kung ano yung aim na sayaw, yun ang sasayaw.
last part mo din.
Hindi, magkakaklase yan. Isang klase yan.
Sige, matutang ko din. Big lalo.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, and so everything must come to an end. Although our performance is no exception, we'll give you a promise that someday we will be back. To our beloved audience, friends, tourists, trainers, and classmates, it is with sincere gratitude for having inspired us to strive hard and move on. To all of you who have been our inspiration and our source of strength, the ones who never fall short to give their support and encouragement, the times we need it the most. No goodbyes as we form the letters C and U. See you. We take our hats off and we thank you all for watching. And we hope that you enjoyed our humble performance. No words can express the gratitude we have for the appreciation you have shown. Your visit means a lot to us. Your sole presence has touched our hearts. The smiles and laughter in your faces gives us the inspiration to never get tired of performing for you. Thank you for spending your precious time with us. Lastly, we will give you a promise that we will strive hard so that one day we would become the officers of the armed forces of the Philippines who will be ready to serve you, the Filipino people, and most of all, our nation. The company commander orders the platoon to pass in review.